What's going on, guys? I'm Shane Flowers, 2021 England's Strongest Man, and you are watching World's Strongest Fan.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. First up, it's Mitch Flowers on the Atlas stones. The weight, 180 kilos or 396 pounds. Next up, it's his brother Shane Flowers. It's even heavier, 220 kilos or 485 pounds. That's a massive stone. Next up, we join Kane Francis. He decided to jump in on their training session and also managed 220 kilos or 485 pounds, so congratulations to him. We now move into some bench press, and first up it's powerlifter turned strongman Luke Nall, 251.5 kilos or 555 pounds. We now move into some overhead pressing, and here is Chloe Brennan. She says her technique work is feeling good, and she's really happy with that, 50 kilos or 110 pounds. Next up it's Rachel Greathead. It's a personal best for her. The weight, 56 kilos or 123 pounds. She gets herself set, and that looked really easy. Next up we've got another dumbbell and another strong woman. It's Ashley Pinckney. The weight of hers, 60 kilos or 132 pounds. She says it's good to be back. Here's a clip from Adam Steiger using a dumbbell that looks like a log that's been cut in half, but it works well. It's 95 kilos or 210 pounds for his new personal record. Next up it's Spencer Remick, training in his home barn. He says, do you ever do one more rep just to make sure you get a good one? Well, I do. 108.5 kilos or 240 pounds. Next up it's Rob Kearney, still getting ready for the Rogue Invitational. He says things are finally falling into place and he's feeling strong. 120 kilos or 265 pounds. We now move out to Canada and we catch up with Maxime Boudreau. He says, took 280 pounds for a ride today, and again, very explosive off the shoulder. Next up we join Chris Smith. He's pressing overhead on a barbell. The weight, 140 kilos or 308 pounds for 2 reps. Now next up and also pressing out of the rack, it's Bobby Thompson, the American Nightmare. He says 365 pounds for 5 reps for a bodyweight set from the other day. We now move into some log pressing, and here is John Hack, still having a go at strongman. The weight, 131.5 kilos or 290 pounds. Next up, we're out at the World Log Lift Championships and we join Andrea Thompson, about to break the log press world record. The weight, 140 kilos or 308 pounds. You just know looking at that press, she's got more to come. Next up, we're out in Australia and we join Jordan Osborne, Australia's strongest man. He says, moving and grooving, with a weight of 150 kilos or 330 pounds. Next up, we're out in Sweden, and this is Johnny Hansen. He says, this is the entry weight at Sweden's strongest man, and my body is feeling strong. Here's a clip from Joe Oliver. He's a really good strongman and only 20 years old. The weight, 156 kilos or 344 pounds. Next up, we're out in South America and we join Tiago Aparecido. The weight of his log, 160 kilos or 352 pounds, and he rounds out the first half of today's video.
Good. Breathe. Yep, come on. All the way. All the way. Lock it out. Come on.
Now we're into the second part of today's video and we join Polish strongman Mateusz Kieliszkowski, working on his recovery. The weight on his bar today, 280 kilos or 617 pounds for 2 reps. Next up it's a powerlifter, it's Bob Matthews. He said he easily had a PR dub. Today it's 305 kilos or 672 pounds for 2 reps. Next up, we join powerlifter Ashton Rusker. He says, next week is going to be a big one. Stay tuned. The weight, 337 kilos or 744 pounds, also for 2 reps. Next up we join Philip Herndon. He says here is an easy 825 pounds, testing out the new Iron Rebel PR sleeves, and they must be working well. We've now got a couple of moving events, and first up he's back again, it's Spencer Remick, this time on the super yoke. The weight, 444.5 kilos or 980 pounds. Following on from him and shifting through the gears, it's Andrea Stolberg, using a car super yoke and looking good. Now we're into the final part of today's video. It is of course the deadlift section. Here we join Ashton Rusker. He says, I'm pretty sure this is a hangover personal record. The weight, 340 kilos or 750 pounds for 2 reps. Following on from him, it's Andrew Herbert with a nice slow 355 kilos or 782.5 pounds. Now next up we join Gavin McNamee, out in competition, and he says this lift gave him the win on this event. It's 360 kilos or 793 pounds. Next up he's back again, we're out in South America, that means it's Tiago Aparecido. The weight, 360 kilos or 793 pounds on the axle. Next up it's Asko Karu, great to see him back lifting again. He says, I started off with squats and then did touch and go for volume. Now next up it's Luke Nall, pulling 800 pounds on a Kabuki strength trap bar. Following on from him, it's powerlifter Shane Hunt, pulling conventional with no straps. The weight, 380 kilos or 837.5 pounds. Following on from him, we join Dr. Greg Inocencio, pulling from a height of 18 inches on an axle for his new personal record. The weight, 409.5 kilos or 903 pounds. Next up it's powerlifter Jesus Olivares, pulling 410 kilos or 904 pounds. And we round out the deadlift section today with Bobby Thompson, pulling from a height of 20 inches, the weight 460 kilos or 1,015 pounds for 3 reps. Now next up I've got some competition news, and it comes from the Ultimate Strongman World Championships. Here are the ladies under 82 kilos. First place went to Rhiannon Lovelace, second place Anetka Brakova, and in third place Angeline Berva. Now next up I've got the men's under 105 kilos. First place went to Emmanuel Pescari, also known as Dr. Death. Second place went to Dean Madden, and in third place Matthew McKeegan, so congratulations to all of those competitors. Now seeing us out today, it's strongman Luke Richardson, coming back from some injuries, working on his deadlift with 270 kilos or 595 pounds for 7 reps. Anyway guys, that's it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you again as always on the next one.